Hello fellow mutants, welcome back to another video. This video, we're going to talk about how Jodie Whittaker says that her final Doctor Who episode is a massive roller coaster. So as you guys know, I've watched at least most of the Jodie Whittaker's run of the Doctor Who, and I have to say that I'm not a huge fan of how where her doctor was taken. I'm It could have been better. And I'm not a huge fan of the time on the doctor or whatever. Not time on the doctor, that's the Matt Smith special. Something on the doctor where they pretty much retconned part of the doctor's history. Where the first doctor that we met, which was 50 years ago in classic Doctor Who, wasn't technically the first doctor. And I wasn't like some fans. I wasn't a big fan of that. I felt like that was lore breaking. But like I said, for the most part, I haven't been a huge fan of where Jodie Whittaker's Doctor has turned. But I watched it in hopes that it will get better, or I will like it better. But haven't done so already. We haven't been there yet. Like I said, I've watched most of the episodes. I haven't watched the few episodes I haven't watched was the one with Jack Harkness in it, and I want to say 5 other episodes. It's just this Doctor doesn't bring me in the Matt Smith, David Tennant, Peter Capaldi did for me. But that said, let's get into this article. And this not a jab towards Jodie Whittaker. Personally, it's just, if you want to call it a jab, it's more like the people who are writing the stories for Doctor Who currently. That makes sense. Anywho, it's been a while since I made a Doctor Who video, so let's get this going, okay? Jodie Whittaker says Doctor Who fans will feel like they've ridden a massive roller coaster after watching The Power of the Doctor. Her final episode of the sci-fi time-space show, which premieres Sunday. And this article came out yesterday. Which yesterday is October 22nd. So which Sunday does it mean? Today Sunday is in October 23rd, or next Sunday being November 5th. I gotta know these things now. Anywho, the series, part of the BBC Centenary celebration, co-stars Matt Pip Gale as Yaz and John Bishop as Dan. And the episode finds Whittaker's 13th Doctor regenerating into a new version of the iconic character, played by Nukti Gatwa. And I could not pronounce this name to save my life. I'm sorry. Bloody hell, said Whittaker when EW sat down with her and Gil in London and asked the pair to tease the episode. It ticks a lot of boxes. It's feature length that in itself is amazing for us because it meant we had a real journey. Obviously, it's a continuation of the story from previous episodes, but it also feels contained within this adventure. And the energy from the start is finished. You feel like you've taken a massive roller coaster. The actress continued, I think it got something for everybody. It is a celebration for everything that makes the show what it is. Cyberman, the Master, Daleks, but also if you've never seen it before, it's the biggest effort of what the show is about. It celebrates changes, the challenges that Doctor goes through, the darkness, and the lightness. Is lightness even a real word? Anywho, I think it certainly delves deep into the psyche of the Doctor. But then for me, as Jodie, it has the ending I knew was coming. But it still makes me sad to think about it. I basically didn't tell you anything, but I told you loads of things. And the power of the Doctor, who also revealed the return of Sacha Dawn as Doctor's arch enemy, the Master, kind of frenemy, but yeah, arch enemy, said, actually, this was said by Gil, a person named Gil. He's just a treat to be around. Just one of the really closest mates. Just one of my really closest mates, as I can't English for some reason. But I think just to watch him do his work and how much he experiments, it's so interesting. And he's not afraid to try something. He's also he has loads to do, added Whitaker. Whenever he's in it, he always has masses. Chris loves writing Sasha and has epic amounts of dialogue. Two 80s era cast members will also come back with the episode. Janet Fielding, who portrayed the Doctor's companion, Tegan, and Sophie Aldred, who played another of the titular time traveler's pals, Ace. Whitaker said she had a brilliant time working with the Who's veterans. And Gemma quote unquote, Jenna Redgrave, who plays the alien battling Kate Stewart, is also in our very first scene with them. Weirdly, they were on set with us, and it felt like we wanted to accept them, and it felt like we wanted to be accepted by them. Remember when, and this by Gil, remember when we were talking to them and asking them how it was and listening to their stories? And Wicker says, it was incredible and what an honor that they wanted to be a part of it. I love the episode has all these beautiful homages to everything that makes Doctor Who what it is. While Whitaker and Gil saw most of the finished series, they have yet to watch the footage that introduces Gadwa's new Doctor. And this was said by, this next quote is by Whitaker. We haven't seen it because I think there's just too much risk sending it out. Can you imagine if it leaked and it said Jodie Whittaker's across the screen? And The Power of the Doctor airs October 23rd. Okay. Being today. Okay. So, I may watch it just so I can get a review out of it, but, do I have faith in the showrunner? Like, in Jodie Sandoff, I'm hoping it will turn out to be a good, like, a really, like, I hope that would turn out to, like, blow my mind. Because, like I said, I'm not a fan of, like, where, like, this, like, some of the places Jodie Whittaker's Doctors was taken. And it's not a jab towards Jodie, if you want to take it that way. Just, I wasn't a fan of where some for the story arcs for her Doctor went. So I'm hoping, like with the Rise of the Ninja Turtle movie, this wows me. And I'm mentioning Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles because I was in a huge, like, I was very, very critical. I was very, very critical of the show, right? And I watched the movie. And the movie, in my opinion, is significantly better than the TV show. And I was wowed. I didn't have that much expectations going into the Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie. And I'm hoping that with this movie, with this finale, or Jodie Sandoff, it will wow me as well. So, I'm hoping. Anyways, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section down below. Love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Be kind to one another. And I'll talk to you fellow mutants later. Later, taters.